Welcome everyone to Nikki Loves Books. Nikki here, and we do have our next Darkly box. So this should be our Darkly box from May 2024, so let's get into it. So I can already tell you there's no crown in this box, so this box I already hate. I'm just kidding. The crown's really spoiled me though, and now every time I open a Darkly or a Bookish box, I'm like, is there a crown? Because I really want one. So alas, no crown, but I'm interested to see what these items look like. So let's go ahead and go through the newsletter first so we can get to our items. And we got the usual here from Bookish Box / Darkly Box. Welcome to Bookish Box, and here are your choices and options. And then we're going to go ahead and skip over the Bookish Box items for this month because, again, it's one newsletter for both boxes. Then it does get into our Darkly Box items, which we're going to skip over too because I read those as I reveal each item. Thankfully, they've included book recommendations, so if you end up liking the books of the month, they give you other books that they think you're going to like. And I always love that because apparently I want to die by TBR. Next up, they've highlighted some wonderful items in the Bookish Box shop. Next, we have a crossword puzzle, which includes sneak peeks into our next month's boxes. And so that would be for June because this is the May boxes. Again, Bookish Box is behind, but they seem to be cranking out these boxes. So hopefully we'll get them caught up. Next, we have some information about being a Bookish Box ambassador, and they also include a Spotify playlist, which is inspired by the books of the month. And lastly, we have some information about their Bookish social fam. And that's it for the newsletter. Let's move on to the more fun shit, which is the items. Except we need a reminder of what the theme is for this month, because I sure as hell don't know what it is. And the theme of the month is VILFs. So villains I'd like to fill in the blank. This is honestly a great theme for me because I will say I always vote for the villain most of the time. Like there's some villains where I'm just like, no, like he's really bad. Let's not go for that. But most of the time I'm like, the villain is very intriguing and hot. Let's go for him. So right off the bat, we have a Ship of Bones and Teeth inspired lighter cover. Lighter cover. You're the moon and I'm the tides. Karina Hale, A Ship of Bones and Teeth. Every moon needs its tides and every spark needs its match. Let this lighter cover remind you of the cosmic connections we share, whether you're lighting up a conversation or sparking an idea. Designed by At the Bookish Box. So once upon a time, I was a smoker, and this would have been a really great thing for me to have, but alas, I have quit. So I don't use lighters, and I definitely don't use lighters like this anymore. I use the rechargeable candle lighters for my candles. I would not use these anymore. I've burned my fingers one too many times. So unfortunately, this lighter cover is not useful for me. It's definitely going to go into my box of giveaways. And I have not read A Ship of Bones and Teeth. I really want to. It's been on my TBR forever. I just haven't gotten around to it, and I don't think I even own it. And next up, we got a necklace. So it's the Plated Prisoner series inspired cursive necklace. Okay, this is super cute, and I do love it. It says Villain Era. Cursive necklace. Unleash your inner anti-hero with this villain era necklace inspired by Raven Kennedy's The Plated Prisoner series. This cursive beauty is a daily reminder that a little mischief never hurts anyone. Designed by At the Bookish Box. So their necklaces happen to be like really hit or miss with me. Like some of them I think are super cute. Some of them I'm like, eh. You know, and that's true for a lot of their jewelry in general. Like some of the rings I definitely don't enjoy. But I definitely love this. I think it's super cute. I like the simplicity, and I love the fact that it says Villain Era. Next, we have this bag that says Morley Gray Crescent Bag. Let's take a look. And wah, I thought this was going to be cool, and I hate everything about this. Crescent Bag. Embrace the shades of gray in your life with this Morley Gray all the way crescent bag. Perfect for carrying all your secrets, schemes, and a sprinkle of sass. Designed by At Doodle by Meg. I really don't like the shade of gray. Like, I don't like the color. The material is already driving me mad. Like, I hate this material. It's loud, it's abrasive, and it's just not nice feeling at all. So, hate the material. I mean, like, the design is okay, but just, yeah, it's nothing special. It's nothing I really care for. So, I'm not a fan of this bag in any way, shape, or form, unfortunately. So far, I think this box sucks. And it's really unfortunate because I thought this was going to be a great box for me because it was a VILF box that I was like, I love me some villains. I hate one of the items. The second item, I don't even have a use for, so I'm giving it away. The third item I do like, but it's not enough to offset the hatred that I have for the damn bag. We do have one last item to go over that is book inspired, but this is from the Cabinet of Curiosities, which in the Darkly box is a pin. So that pin is not going to save my feelings about this box because I hate pins. Cabinet of Curiosities, introducing the 5th volume, the 2024 Cabinet of Curiosities collection. This month's theme is Tumescent Tomes, because our love goes more than skin deep. The rare pin is inspired by the Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole. The extra rare is Silver Tongue Devil by Stacey Marie Brown. And legendary is Master of Salt and Bones by Carrie Lake. All designed by Forensic and Flowers. So of those 3 books, I've only read the Book of Azrael. I would probably want that one. And looking at the keys, so they do have images of the different pins, because otherwise how would you know what pin you got? The Book of Azrael one does have a dragon head on top of the stack of books, so that would be probably my preference, simply from the design. And then, like I said, it is inspired by a book I've actually read. So let's see which one I got. Oh, and that's not a dragon. So that is the legendary Master of Salt and Bones. I do know I have Master of Salt and Bones on my TBR. Maybe I'll get to it one day. I do like the book titles. So it says Mastering the Art of Hand Necklaces, Edging 101, An Epic Slow Burn, and A Guide to Forbidden Love Affairs. I'd be down with all these books except for, you know, I'm not looking to have a love affair. I'm very happily married, so we're going to ignore that third option. But the other 2, definitely down. So yeah, that was it for all the book inspired items, with the exception of the Cover Less sticker, which I show once I reveal the book because I don't want to reveal the cover before showing the book. So my overall consensus is that this is a shit box. I don't care for it, but I also understand people who might like the bag. That is totally okay if you do. Not a fan of the bag. I'm really weird about material, especially cloth material. And I'm no longer a smoker, and I still crave it even though it's been well over a year. So like, I don't like any smoking paraphernalia in my bubble. So yeah, so I'm not thrilled with this box. But as always, let me know in the comments below how you feel about these items in this box in general. I'd love to hear it. And don't forget to like this video if you want to see me do more unboxings. Hopefully the book saves this box, because I do remember that this box was supposed to be 2 books in one box, which is totally cool. So let's take a look. So it is just 1 book, but it's 2 books in 1 book. So this is Devil in the Deep Blue Sea, Duology by Stacey Marie Brown. So before we get into all the bells and whistles, here is our last item, the Cover Less sticker. The cover of our exclusive luxe edition, Devil in the Deep Blue Sea, Duology by Stacey Marie Brown, is too beautiful to display only on your shelf. Place this exclusive Cover Less sticker on your e-reader or keep it in your reading journal. At the Creeping Moon designed this beautiful cover. So I stick this in my reading planner / journal. All right, moving back to the item that I really want to talk about, this book. The King of Seas is back. After the battle to save King Lars and Queen Kennedy's throne against Stavros, a tragic loss shatters what's left of Coigren's heart, and the silver-tongued devil returns to his first love, the sea. Trying to regain his title as the King of Pirates, Croygan hears of another who is challenging his claim, the woman pirate known as Puss in Boots. Ruthless as she is beautiful, men desire and fear her. Katrina Roth grew up on a ship trained by the best, until the man she idolized, the captain she loved, turned his back on her, forcing her from the only home she's known, leaving her life in ruins. She's now set on destroying him, and nothing, including her best friend Killian, can compete with her need for revenge. She will make the infamous silver-tongued devil pay. When fate leads Kat and Croygan to each other after centuries apart, Kat is no longer the young, innocent girl, and Croygan is no longer the man he once was. Their attraction and hate walk a thin line, forcing them into a turbulent partnership on the hunt for what is called the Nectar, a substance found after the Fae War, which could be the most powerful and wanted object in the world, if it really exists. However, they aren't the only ones out there searching for it. Cutthroat and lawless, they either work together to find this elusive treasure or become each other's enemies. Kill or be killed, and dead men tell no tales. So definitely a book that has been on my TBR and that I wanted to read. Let's go ahead and go through all our details of our exclusive luxe edition. Of course, we have this exclusive foiled hardcover case, which is simple, but I really like just how piratey it feels. We got the hardcover case, which is foiled as well and just as beautiful. A little bit more detail on this front cover compared to the slipcase. But again, they're just keeping up with that standard pirate vibe, which is perfect for this book. We have stenciled edges and paper artwork, which is stunning, and a printed signature page. So one disappointment I did have about this is that I did think it was going to be two separate books that match instead of just being one book all bound together. But ultimately, I'm still very happy with this. And again, I do really like the design of this book. They kept to the hardcore pirate vibes, and I think that was perfectly fine. Like, it felt a little simplistic when I first started looking at the slipcase, but overall, I think this is a very beautiful book. So when am I going to be able to read this piratey book? And hopefully maybe starting tomorrow, if not Wednesday. So I'm currently reading Castle of the Curse, which was my latest Owl Crate book that I got, and then I will be able to move on to this one. I was actually wholly surprised that I was able to just kind of like knock out all the books that I have for my book subscription subs so quickly. Like, I was really worried I was going to get behind, but I'm like, I'm pretty much caught up. Currently reading Castle of the Cursed. It's a book that I'm not like crazy about, but I don't outright hate. So sort of enjoying it. So I'm hoping I can finish it tonight, if not tomorrow, simply because I'm over it. And this seems like I will enjoy it a lot more. So really looking forward to this one. And that is it, everyone. Like this video, comment below your thoughts about this box and its relatively mediocre items. The book was badass, so I'm happy with that. So still happy that I got this box simply because of the book. And the necklace I did like, but it is one of those items that I'm like, if I didn't get it, I wouldn't be heartbroken. Make sure you're subscribed to join me for more bookish fun, and I hope you all have a really good week. You should be seeing me again because I do believe my bookish box for May 2024 will be showing up this week. So we'll see. Thanks so much, everyone.